Before we get into this video, I just want to talk for a little bit. I think this series is kind of dry at this point. We've been doing this for a really good minute here on this channel. This is going to be Captain Toad episode 16. The game is starting to feel a little bit repetitive. You know, we had the credits scene at the end of chapter 1 of the book, or the first book, I don't know. And then the credits rolled. After that, we had a world of bonus levels with Captain Toadette. And now we're here. We're at this third part of the game. Presumably it's the last. And so far, you know, we're still doing basically the same levels here. And they do definitely have a lot of new designs. You'll see that later in this video. But the gameplay itself is mostly the same. As a result, there's not a whole lot for me to yap about. So I'd like to apologize in advance if my commentary is a little bit dry as well. This was recorded about in the afternoon, but not usually as late in the evening as I usually record my videos. I kind of felt like that would play into it a little bit, but looking back, I think it was more so the game, so I just wanted to offer this little heads up right here. Basically, the reason why I'm putting this at the start of the video is that I think I'm going to slow this series down a little bit. I'm not sure how much more of this game I'm going to post. The goal is definitely to beat it. We're definitely going to complete all the levels we can in this series. It's just that I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this as consistently as I used to, because you've basically seen it all mostly. We've also got other things going on this channel too. I do mention it later, such as the Bowser's Fury series. We got Plane Survival in Minecraft, and obviously the Birchlands. That's the longest series by far going on right now. And I kind of would like to devote a little bit of time to those series, because those are pretty new. Even the Birchlands too, because it's Minecraft and everything. Minecraft is a little bit special if you've seen any of my Minecraft videos. Since I'm yapping, I also might as well mention that this is going to be testing yet another new bitrate setting. I'm not really sure for the people with YouTube Premium if it'll be 1080p Premium. I'm not really sure. I guess I'll find that out when I upload, but this is going to be at a higher bit rate, so already the videos were relatively uncompressed, but this is going to be even less compressed. So bit rate of this is going to be 20,000 kilobytes a second, which is pretty good for 1080p video, so there shouldn't be a lot of compression artifacts, if any, that are visible here. I just really wanted to test some things, and this is going to mark the first video that I've done with this bitrate and everything. I just figured I'd up it because, you know, new hardware and everything, more capable. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's all I've got to say. On with the video that you clicked for. How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to some more Captain Toad treasure tracking with a side of Captain Toadette, because this is the chapter where you play as both. Because the first chapter was Captain Toad, then the credits rolled, and then the chapter after that, that was Captain Toadette. And yeah, no sleep at Magikoopa Keep. 120 gems required. We have 153 because I tried my absolute hardest to get every single gem. Probably a little bit more than I should, maybe. Here we are. We're not going to be sleeping in this episode, unfortunately, so I'd like to apologize for those of you who are watching at night. Anyways, it's been a hot minute since I've been in this game. I've been having a little bit of other things going on in this channel, and I'm guessing that's probably why. So yeah, we're here. And this time we're going to do nothing but new levels, because I know in the previous couple episodes, there's just been a lot of pixel toad searching, which I know is mildly entertaining, but I think what's more entertaining is new levels, because, you know, that actually progresses forward in the game. This is presumably the last chapter, so I guess we'll see where this goes and everything. So far, I'm not seeing any signs of any gems anywhere. Oh, wait, never mind. There's the first one. That was kind of a freebie, not gonna lie. What do we have here? We have a key. Can we take the key into the pipe? No, we can't even go in the pipe with the key. What are we supposed to do with this thing? Oh, there's a door, like, right up here. It's a few floors up. Is there any way we can just, like, throw the key into the pipe? So far, no luck. I don't even think there's enough space to do it. That's interesting, I guess. So the only other way is if we use the elevator right here, which I can't even access because we can't jump at all. Get out of here, frickin' Magikoopa. Anyways, rest in peace key. Luckily there's magically another one in the ground. What if we just take it downstairs right here, and then we bring this thing around here? Maybe there's another way to get up to that second floor where we can access the elevator, or not. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I figured it out. What if we just take the key, chuck it onto the elevator, go up here, and then grab it? That actually checks out. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll take the key. Don't want to throw that thing, you know, out of existence like I did earlier. That wouldn't be nice. We're gonna bring this thing right on over here. Anyways, let me go get a new key because I just threw it clean out of existence right there. Huge oof, but that's okay. You know, because there's unlimited keys in the ground. Go search your backyard. There's probably keys under there. Alright, this time we're just gonna try to avoid the piranha plants because, yeah, you guys just saw that. We're gonna open up the door right there. Now, where does this red pipe go? Goes up there. Looks like it's gonna be a one-way trip because it's in the ceiling and we can't jump. But this gives us access to a gem, so it looks like that's gonna be the only way forward. And would you look at that? The star. It's right there. You can't see it. It's there. You can see part of it right there at the very top of the frame. But we still gotta find the third gem here. Looks like we can fall down right here. And would you look at that? I think that might have unlocked the last gem, potentially. Maybe. Or maybe it's just required for the level or something. I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to escape that area for a second there, but it appears we just gotta backtrack a little bit. And would you look at that? I'm right back in this area where we started. So let's just hop in this red pipe right here. And what do we have going on over here? It doesn't look like much of anything, to be honest. I think we might have once been able to access this staircase right here. But, not anymore. And I'm guessing that's because of the P button. The only other way to go is with this blue pipe right here, but I am looking for the gem. I do not see it. I don't see it at all. So that must be where the staircase was, set to go. So did I just get baited? Like, was I not supposed to hit the P button or something? What's going on? Oh, wait, you can't access the stairs. And that's actually the way to the star. So what happens if I go up top right here? We get ambushed by Magikoopas, that's what. So do I just gotta take these dudes out? Yes, I do. You need to get out of here. You also need to get out of here. And you need to get out of here. They all need to get out of here. And would you look at that? It's the star. Alright, so let's just go downstairs for a second. We're gonna go inspect that room real quick, you know, give it a good inspection. Just land right on top of here. I don't think we could have accessed the star if the star was gonna go up there, when we took out all the Magikoopas. So that means it can only be in one place, and that is in the shrubs right here, in these bushes that are somehow growing on rocks. That's cool. Glad we didn't leave that out. You know, I really, really don't like leaving gems behind, especially in this. But, yeah, that's going to be this level complete right there. We're gonna go take this star, and now, we got more levels ahead of us. It's pretty swell. Collected 190 coins was a challenge right there. I think that's pretty straightforward. We could probably do that sometime in the future. But anyways, Reunited at last. We have a new section right here. It's a new interactive cutscene. Pretty easy interactive cutscene right here too. We got loads of coins. Hopefully I'll get an extra life from this. Doesn't really feel like my inputs really do a whole lot in these sections. I didn't even know, like, for the first time, that this is actually a section you can control whatsoever. But, it is. You win no matter what, but, you know, I really just want to experience this to the fullest, and, you know, you kind of need good controls to do that. Like, look at these Magikoopas right here. They can't do anything. It's all useless and everything. It's because it's not an actual level. I'm not even sure. Did those coins even count towards my life count? I'm gonna have to look back at the footage. It's a little earlier than usual. It's not the morning, but it's not the evening either. But anyways, we have right here retro ramp up, a little reminiscent of a certain Donkey Kong game from a very long time ago. This could be cool. Again, this is one of these really good levels you see post-game, because keep in mind, this is all after the credits. We've beaten this game, technically, credits-wise. So I guess we'll see what goes on right here. So we got two surfaces. We got one side over here, another on the other side. The other side one is a little more dense and stuff. There's probably some secrets over there. We definitely do not want to get hit right now by these boulders, because that would be highly unfortunate. But what do we have going on behind those bricks over there? I'm a little bit intrigued by that. We're just gonna camp right up here on this ladder. There we go. And now we can break in here thanks to the cursor. And what do we have going on the other side right here? Would you look at this? We got some free loot right here. Hopefully at least one of these is a as a mushroom, which I did not get. Huge oof right there. But we do have a gem. I like gems. They're cool. I wish I knew how to access this one right here. Oh, wait. That was a very close call indeed. I thought for sure they'd like curve like right up here or something, but no. They're going all the way to the top of the ceiling right there, and that's probably the only reason you're actually able to get that. But anyways, we're gonna keep going up right here. It's looking like it's gonna get a little bit more interesting, but what happens if I stand right here? Oh, would you look at that? That's nice. We get launched up and everything. And on the other side right here, we have mushroom. Mushroom, yay, I love mushrooms. They're great, especially when I'm low on health. We're gonna check this area out too, and would you look at that? It's the second gem. Kind of a freebie again, but I just kind of feel like you could do a little bit more with that, with this kind of a level. But nonetheless, it is the second gem, and I am not complaining. We got the star right on over there. If you want to bet the third gem is gonna be like right inside this plant, probably, maybe, I don't know. Unless, if not that, probably somewhere behind this wall. Looking behind the wall right here. We got this over here. We got some blocks that can't be destroyed by the cursor, unfortunately. And would you look at that behind there? The mythical third gem. How do we get, I'm assuming we gotta get a boulder over there, right? I'm gonna check out the other ladder right here. We're gonna see what this does. This might have something to do with it. We've got a elevator right on over here. Doesn't really elevate you, just moves across. I probably should have just said moving platform. And would you look at that? We got ourselves a pickaxe so we can break the boulders, which is great. And these, so there we go. That's another third gem collected. Probably very good that we actually went and investigated before grabbing that pickaxe. I think that was a really good call to go left there before going right. But anyways, we can drop down from here. And now, the star is ours, making the level complete. Pretty good. Twisty-Turny Planet. This could be a reference to Super Mario Galaxy. I know 3D World liked to do that if you saw that episode, but it appears that gravity might just be going in one direction here, so never mind. That's okay, you know, I think having something like that could be, I guess, just a little bit advanced for a game like this, but nonetheless, we still do have a really good concept right here. We'll grab the first gem. Pretty good. And the second one, too, which I don't know how we're going to access that. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't go over there. Stay right on over here. Okay, so we got to line up these platforms right here with the pipe. So that way we can walk on over there. But hold on. I might be able to do this. Kind of like that, a little bit. Not a perfect lineup, but that's okay. That was literally like the perfect window of time right there. Like we had them in the perfect spot. So I could just sneak on over there and grab that. What do we have going on below here too? Looks like we got some cloud platforms, and I thought that was like a hidden passageway right down there. Oh, so we gotta make the bridge no matter what. So the star's over here, and the only way we're getting over there is by using the blue pipe. But I still want to check out the rest of this level. We've also got this red pipe right here. I don't really know how we're gonna be able to access this, given how it's a few feet in the air. But I guess we'll make do with that. You know what we might need to access the bottom area? We might need a platform down there, and we gotta do that by rolling this. Maybe. I'm going a little fast here. So I'm reckoning that this right here, this platform right here with the coins on it, is probably the intended path. So we're just gonna bring this thing down real quick. In fact, you know what, let's just go down with it. And would you look at that, we can access the bottom area. Pretty nice. And we have some friends over there. We have some familiar faces. The yellow toad is still asleep. What a classic. Anyways, this does not look like the correct area we want to be in. We gotta get over there somehow, and I think the way we gotta do it is we gotta get in that hole right there. So just give me a quick second. Alright, the hole is now officially... Hold on. I was a little hasty right there. The hole is now officially aligned in place right there. We're gonna hop in here, and if it does what I think it does, we should be able to access those toads in no time. Hello, good lads. How we doing? I'm gonna take all you guys' money. You're gonna give me the third gem. Thank you, Blue Toad. Generous as usual. Not hiding in the dark this time. And now we can go over here and get the star. Assuming I can do this right here. So we'll get that in position. Then we'll get this in position right here. And then we'll get the third thing in position right on over here. And then that should be golden right there. It's definitely a lot better of a path than I had to one of the gems earlier. But it appears... Oh, we gotta adjust it from the other side. Yeah, I think that's the best we're gonna get. We got a little section missing in the middle part of the road right here, but that's okay, because I can still access the star if I'm quick enough. There we go, very nice, amazing. Pretty cool level right there, not a Mario Galaxy 3 or anything, but you know, it's something. I think that was a really cool concept. There was a hidden golden mushroom in there, apparently. Don't know where that was gonna be. Moving on, we got Ghost Gallery Gambit requiring 130 gems, and I am noticing that the amount of required gems are starting to gain on our actual gems right up there, the ones we actually have. Which can only mean one thing, the end of the game is near, and the last level in this chapter is going to require all of them, making it the last level, presumably. But would you look at this? Isn't this quite a sight? We got all 3 gems in sight right here. Pretty good, that's not something you see every day. But how do we get to them? But I'm assuming you gotta use the platforms right there and avoid the poison. You know, maybe not focus as much on talking through your microphone. Alright, that's a gem number 1 obtained. This is going to be a little bit hairy right here, but that's okay. It's gonna be... Oh wait, hold on. I messed that up. We're probably gonna have to come back for that, because the poison is kind of gaining on me a little bit. And the ghosts, they are not making this easy at all, to be honest. No mushrooms, presumably, either. Because where on earth would you put that in this level? Anyways, looks like gem number 3 is in sight right here. But I do not, there's not enough time to do that right now. We just gotta get to the end. Or not. Or die. But I do know now that you gotta have a little bit of spare time to get those gems, because they're on seesaws. Apparently you gotta attempt to get the star right there in order to start the level, but now we know, so we're gonna attempt this again. We gotta make sure we have as much spare time as possible right here. Gotta probably evade the booze a little bit more. This is going to require some optimization, but I reckon it is indeed possible. Alright, so here we are. We got a gem in range right there. We're gonna try to get it, preferably without dying. This is gonna be take 2. We're gonna see how this goes, so I'm just gonna lean over here. The poison, you know, that stuff, that purple stuff, it was kind of right there, and I was a little focused on it. Take 3, I guess. Alright, moment of truth, take 3. Looks like we got a quick minute right here, but there's a boo blocking the path, but nonetheless, I still got it. Can I survive afterwards? That's gonna be a mushroom gone. Yes. Oh yeah, baby, that's right. You guys need to stay back. That is not cool at all. I think if I just do this, if I just spin around... Okay, I was trapped there. How the heck are you supposed to do it with both boos on both sides of you, but you also gotta worry about the, Alright, take 4 it is. We still kept the gem. I'm gonna try again to get that thing at the end. Hopefully that's possible, even though I technically don't need to do that. But, I'm gonna do it anyway. For the video, for the YouTube. Take 4 was unsuccessful. The ghosts, they take so freaking long to freaking take out with the light. It's so stupid, bruh. Like, if this were 3D World, this would be an easy win right here. Like, look at this right here. It takes, like, the dude is, like, right behind me, breathing down my neck. By the time I'm able to take his cousin out right there. That's so stupid. Alright, so we might not be doing the hottest in terms of time right here, but this is going to be the hardest area so far. I reckon if I just stay right there, I can take that guy out. But it's useless, because I have this guy behind me. Hopefully you can die now. Great, great, great. This could be a winner right here. It doesn't look like the poison's coming up anymore either. So this right here is the final layer. Assuming nothing stupid happens. And that includes more ghosts showing up to ambush me like this. You guys need to get out of here. And there we go. That's going to be a star that I wasted like 3 lives on. Holy frick, dude. And there was a hidden gold mushroom in that level too. And we missed the second gem, so I'm gonna have to come back to that later. But anyways, if you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That's gonna do it for this video. Don't know how long this is gonna edit down to be honest, but I'm sure it'll be nice. Yeah, subscribe for more Captain Toad treasure tracking and whatnot. This game turned out to be a little bit longer than I thought it was. But anyways, I am hot. So, yeah, I'll see you later.